It's the middle of the week. It's my only day off. I don't have anybody to help me shoot an intro. My wife's working. The kids are at school. I'm walking around the garage here all by myself. No, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I hit my chin. Oh, shit. I hit my chin. I'm not editing this out. I'm putting this in the intro. I don't give a damn. Oh, God, that hurts. Hey, what's up, y'all? So, as you saw from the thumbnail, today's topic, I'm going to talk about YouTubers. I'm going to talk about maybe when we should and shouldn't film. I started thinking about these things and how we film everything with these things. And sometimes we get amazing, beautiful shots. And that got me to thinking about what we do and don't film. But before I go any further, I'm going to stop and tell you right now. This video is not directed at any one YouTuber. It's not directed at any one person. I'm not doing this video as an expose to talk shit about anybody. That's not what this is. That's not what this is about. We film all these things. And sometimes we catch things that can be considered to be embarrassing to someone. Sometimes we catch things that people might not want on camera. I say this because the other day I was going to work. And I had my little 10C Evo on. There was a guy on a motorcycle in front of me. I could see him in the distance. He gets on the shoulder and he just goes bloop and drops his bike. And I'm looking right at him. I can see it. So I slow down. I stop. I come help the dude pick his bike up and he's super embarrassed. I said, "Hey man, are you okay? Are you good?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm kind of low on gas." And then, man, and things started kind of going haywire with the bike. And I said, "Well, what's wrong?" And really, the guy just got flustered and wasn't paying attention and went to pull over to the side of the shoulder, and he dropped his bike. I had this on footage, and I'm like, "Well, hell yeah, I'm going to put that as part of my ride to check out what I filmed." And I got to thinking about it because I was looking at this dude and how embarrassed he was and how much it hurt his feelings. And I started thinking, is that something I really want to put on YouTube for the world to see? A lot of you remember back when our moms and dads, or hell, even some of us, used to get the newspaper either every day or on Saturday or on Sunday. I remember a story that I read when I was in high school about a small town newspaper photographer who comes up on a scene where a grandfather had accidentally backed over his grandson and killed him completely and totally by accident. So this grizzled old photographer, newspaper photographer, is going to go on the scene. And he gets on the scene, he takes a few pictures of what he sees of the truck and of where the accident happened. And he looks through the window of the house and he just takes a couple quick pictures because he sees the grandfather and he's sitting at the table. He's got his hands in front of him, he's got his head down. So he gets back to the newspaper and he takes the film, he's developing the film. So the old photographer is going through his pictures, and the young reporter that was on the scene comes in, they're looking at them together. And the shots that he took through the window that he didn't pay that much attention to, the grandfather was sitting there, and when he had his hands down, he didn't realize that he had his grandson laying in his hands that he'd just run over. And then he had his head down, he was kissing him on the forehead. And the young reporter says, "Man, this is the shot that's gonna be our shot on the front page. This picture is amazing. This is great." And the old photographer takes a picture and he rips it up. And he goes and grabs the film out of the camera and he destroys the negatives. And this young reporter is just devastated. He said, how could you do this? This is the biggest thing that's happened to us in our newspaper. Why would you do that? And the old photographer looks at him and says two things. Number one, just because you can post something or can print something doesn't mean you should. And number two, sometimes we have a bigger responsibility to the person than we do to the paper. I thought about that story as I thought about why we post things and do things. The people I ride with try to get somebody's permission before they show them having an embarrassing moment on camera that maybe they wouldn't want everybody to see. I know it's funny, and I'm not trying, and I've done some of the same things. I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, I've never done that," like I'm on some higher plane of existence than everyone else. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we need to take a step back sometimes, and before we post shit that has people in it that could be detrimental to them or hurt their feelings or hurt their psyche or their pride, a new rider busting their ass, and we put it out there, and man, all of a sudden they're like, "Wow, that made me look like shit." I don't know. Maybe they're too embarrassed to ride again. And we did that because we posted it. I'm not talking, I know there's a YouTuber who posts nothing but new riders or riders making mistakes, and he teaches you how to correct that. I'm not talking about him, just so we're clear. We need to be more selective of what we do and don't put in our videos and what harm we can cause others by what we put in there. So it kind of hit me and made me say, hey man, maybe that's something that I'm gonna try not to do in the future. I'm gonna make sure I try to do it in a way that doesn't make them look like shit or embarrass them. The other thing that bugs the hell out of me is that I've noticed lately we have a lot of YouTubers out there who all of a sudden have become Inside Edition. It's an expose. They feel the need to go find out things about different people, different YouTubers, and throw it out there on the internet because we want to expose what a shithead this person is. And in some cases, it's very warranted. In other cases, I'm like, really? First of all, usually karma will take care of it in the end. Cosmic justice, divine intervention, whatever you want to call it, usually will take care of that kind of thing. So a lot of times I'll let shit like that go because I'm not perfect. You know, not to get biblical, but you've heard the saying, let him with no sin cast the first stone. Well, I've got a lot of sins, so I try not to cast stones at motherfuckers because, I don't know, man, I do a lot of stupid shit. Point being, I don't feel like it's my job to expose other people. And also, I also look at, like, if you're one of those people who's trying to expose everybody else and trying to put them out there and have them where you show what a shitty person they are, you better make sure you're a damn good person. You better make sure there's no skeletons in your closet. You better make sure that you're above reprieve. If you're one of those people, can you seriously sit there and say to yourself, you've never done anything wrong or done anything shitty? Because I guarantee you have. Every one of us has. We all have a past. We all have a history. We all have all this shit. So I've seen a lot of that lately, this expose of YouTubers. You know what? There's some YouTubers out there who do some shitty stuff with money and funds they get from people. And those people, karma's going to come back on their asses. I don't need to expose them. Big Smitty making a video about them wouldn't have changed a single fucking thing any more than your video would have. I'm trying to tell you, these things right here. With a great camera comes great responsibility. That's some Peter Parker shit. Spider-Man. Check it out. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon so you get notifications when the shit show gets rolling. Hey, look, different video. Had planned to take a ride and do camera stuff, and then just decided to talk about this because it's something that's I've been seeing. It's been bugging me. I hope I didn't upset anybody. I hope you understand where Big Smitty's coming from. Let's just think before we put shit out there, okay? Let's think before we post, okay? That's what I tell my kids all the time. Before you hit send, before you hit upload, think about what you just put out. Now, we're over 900 subs. I don't even know what to say. It's the craziest shit ever. You guys are awesome. You got me over 900 subs. I can't believe it. 1,000's on the horizon. That's amazing to me. So I want to tell you guys thank you. Thank you so much for all that you do for me. I want y'all to have a great day. Let's try not to be assholes to each other, and I'll see y'all next time.